So there's my experience with algorithms, and not just algorithms to do with Facebook and YouTube. Anyone knows that advertising is showing up with your phones and things based on conversations and other things that you've talked about. Here's what's really interesting, though. The things based on what you're talking about are also showing up in orders of ways of manipulating your thoughts and beliefs and so forth. And I've seen it for so long with what people are saying and the algorithms that pop up things based on what I'm interested in. And now this can go into a lot of different directions as it does. But what it is doing is consistently giving thoughts on ideas. Now, I am not that simple. But where my mind will go is what is the point to it? Where is it? This is tricks. So governments will want to occupy your thoughts with things that will just waste your time. And we see this now with the a lot of the alternative media being given back their YouTube accounts. Now, I was given my YouTube account back, minus the content and the proof that they fucking did this. This was 3 years ago. But the rest of these people just got their accounts back. I don't know that it's related, but I think that what is also very interesting, Dan Dix and Josh, just a couple of the alternative media that I've given information to. Now, they pretend to be the alt media, but here's the thing: the stories they do are essentially not even alt at all anymore. Bilderberg and all this shit. It's like, it's hardly a story. And he even said on the video yesterday, "Oh, their media guy tells me everything I ask." Well, that's because they really don't. It's not news. And the point to the way it was delivered before was to give you something to fight for. And the loop is just occupy your mind with anything that's worry and bullshit. And, I did this chart, Satan's growth chart, and it's like ego, lies, debts, worry, drama, drugs and thugs, illness, sad, terror, bad, fake news. And they're letting you have your alt news victory, because it's not a victory. For them it is. And it's all tricks. Now, I have been constructing the way to show this and prove it. And I'm just going to pick a couple topics in which the direction is being manipulated. And it is flattering at the same time. But that's how Satan is, he's putting bear bait out, right? He wants to attract many bad people to whatever he's baiting. In this case, well, I've said many times, they were trying to get criminals to do criminal things to me. And obviously they were baiting, they were misinforming gangsters, Hell's Angels, everyone. They were actually implanting ideas and trying to get me. I had one client in particular with the roid business, and they were trying to set it up to get me to sell his stuff. Now, I entertained the idea, but I have never stolen. I just don't steal. I entertained it. I'll be honest, I did. These had sellers, and I wanted to see what it was, because in my opinion, I was still owed a little money, and there was some differences of opinions there, but ultimately I just settled and walked away from everything. But they didn't, because somebody had been pretending and setting things up. Dude, you just don't know what's real anymore. Here's the thing that I can say is that this was not the only situation where these things were done. Entrapments and setups. I had endless clients. I would say the funnier part of one thing where I did do something a little bit on the shady side was these people that call and pretend they're wanting a design or some service, and so they accidentally overpay you, and it's gone through your bank and the credit card and everything's, well, it's cleared. So yeah, you feel no threat in doing it, but I knew what it was. So let's just say this: I got all the money, and I told him, I said I was wait for it to clear, and the story was, as far as it goes, oh yeah, they got all their money back. Anyway, let's just say things worked out much better for me. But I knew what the scam was. As a matter of fact, a scam and a scammer is quite the claim to fame, because I managed to do it on a couple occasions. And that's kind of what I was actually trying to do. But then I was also misinformed about who my client was. I had no idea of, I just thought they were fucking with me all the time. I really did. Thought they were a low level thugs, quite the opposite, very high level thugs, gangsters. And my experience with them, for the most part, was, no harm, no foul, right? Well, this was both. And I believe that they are manipulated by some levels of criminals far exceeding. I've seen it within the RCMP, and this all goes all the way back to Starnet, and they use criminal activity to entrap criminals, and when it doesn't work, they reveal some of their criminal activity, and those people, obviously not employed by the criminals, including the criminal RCMP. Listen, they knew what was going on at Picton. They were doing snuff there. It is insane, the criminal activity. We're talking about pedophilia, snuff. So, these people don't get, just how the fuck is, I gotta be forgiving this too? I mean, God really wants Jesus level miracles, because that is where I can see the blanket forgiveness of all the worst things and people in the world. That's the hard one. Here's the thing. When a criminal God's not forgiven Satan. And so there's where the difference lays. This is Satan's tricks. And the reason that there's levels of forgiveness for people is because really, I think on every level, Satan has just tricked people. And he's the father of lies. And all the lies and tricks with me, I would say I didn't fall for everything, but there were occasions where I was like, well, this seems very strange. Like where clients are trying to make themselves look like they're stealing from clients so that you'll take payments and run their payment system, which is what they did. And I can prove it. Not only can I prove it, I kept all the proof, including the client's websites with all his client list and email. Which he should notice that, I saw his code in there, it's very low level code. I went to the company with the backups and I said, what's going on here? But when I wasn't getting results with them, I realized, they contacted this company and they're telling them I'm trying to get in. But I got in and I can see every freaking address and every email, and I've done nothing with it. So whatever their thoughts on me trying to hurt them are, that's not what I was looking for. I'm just curious. This is basically, I am looking for truths in everything. God has me here with a mission and to help other people find truth and love. That's what I'm here for. You want to join the good side and come to the truth and love, I can help you. That's what I'm here for. That's all it is. I'm not there to put you in jail. I'm not a cop. And I don't think the solutions to crimes are being bad. I'm not going to combat bad behavior by being bad myself. How is that a win? It's a fail. Satan wins manipulating both. So enjoy your life. Do the best you can. Hope you find the right path towards goodness. And, leave me out of your story. I don't want any more bad characters in my movie. That said, this is a good character, not fighting bad people. I'm trying to help good people, or people that are making bad choices, come clean and come to God. That's it. There we go. Anyway, I'm going to do another vid with a conversation a little slimmed down for AI, and then I'm just gonna post the results. I did a story yesterday where I just recorded me sitting there listening to it, and I'll be honest, I'm beautiful, but I swear I'm like staring at my face for that long was too much. Yeah, breaking a few cameras maybe. No, no, I look actually pretty good. But staring at my face for that long, I don't know. You'd probably find all the wrinkles and faults and gray hairs. Notice I got a little more on the left side there. Seems to be all the problems are on the left side of my head. Look at that one. Gray hair. I'm telling you, the left-hand path is not the rewards you think it is. It's gray hair, holes in your head. So anyway, maybe with all the good things I do this year, it'll go from gray to the black, I think it looks. Yeah. I love you. Find love. Find truth. Don't make your Satan chart.